The 2014 MXGP of Qatar kicked off under the bright lights at the Lusail International Motocross Circuit. And all eyes, of course, on the defending champion Tony Cairoli and the guys that chased him home for that title in 2013. More improved lighting here over the circuit than what we had a year ago, but when the gate dropped for the qualifying race in MXGP, it was Kevin Strybos on the Rockstar Energy Suzuki World MXGP machine who stormed to the whole shot from the number 39 on the TM of Davide Guneri and Evgeny Bobryshev on the factory Honda behind him. Just behind those guys was Sean Simpson and Jeremy Van Hoorbeek on the blue factory Yamaha, with Gauthier Paulin and Mattis Caro in there as well, with Tony Cairoli just behind him. So in the opening laps then, it was pretty much unchanged until, of course, Tony Cairoli made a mistake that saw him drop from a potential 7th position and a little bit further down the order in a collision with the number 121 of Xavier Bourg on the 24 MX Honda. But Davide Guneri on the TM factory machine was having a great ride early on. That was the incident with Cairoli and Xavier Bourg. Cairoli just losing his front wheel going in, and it was a left-hander, and of course the Italian riding with an injured left ankle from an Italian championship pre-season race just 2 weeks before this event. So was a bit tentative in putting that foot down, but he picked himself up down in 22nd position and had to chase after the rest of the field. Tony Cairoli there on the Red Bull KTM going after Rui Gonçalves. That was for 18th on about lap 4 or 5. But Tyler Rattray, number 28, on the Ice One Red Bull Husqvarna, was finding it tough coming back into the World Championship competition for the first time in 5 years. Mattis Caro, though, on the Wilvo Forkrent KTM, riding number 91, was in at the sharp end, running in the top 8 or 9 positions as well for much of the race. Evgeny Bobryshev, HRC-backed machine of the Russian, took a good, solid 2nd position after a mistake from Davide Guneri, and he was hanging on there as well. But behind him, the number 21 of Gauthier Paulin started to close in, and he was also starting to bring his teammate with him as well, Stephen Frossard, now on a Kawasaki, of course, in 2014. A little bit further back, Max Nagel was also well placed, starting in around about 10th. He eventually worked his way up into 6th position, but no one in the early stages a match for the 22 of Kevin Strybos, as he just powered his way around this circuit, not making any mistakes. Mr. Smooth around this technical circuit, a little bit harder and more slick than it was a year ago, and throttle control absolutely imperative. But in the closing stages, the 2 Monster Energy Kawasaki's, Gauthier Paulin 21 and the 183 of his teammate Stephen Frossard, they were pretty much wheel to wheel. Frossard closing right in on Gauthier Paulin. That upped their pace, and they started to close in on Evgeny Bobryshev. Tony Cairoli, though, found his way onto the rear wheel of Clément de Saux with about 2 laps to go, and that was the battle for 7th position, the Sicilian eventually going through. Gauthier Paulin also moved into 2nd with that move on Bobryshev, but the checkered flag fell, and it was a win for Strybos. Paulin 2nd, Bobryshev 3rd, Frossard, Guneri rounding out the top 5.
Kevin, what a strong start to the year. We know it obviously wasn't the most comfortable ride for you, but were you surprised by your performance?
Yeah, sure, because I had a crash in the beginning of the winter of the year, and I've only been back 1 week on my bike. So, but yeah, riding was good, got a good start, and I just rode my own lines, rode my own pace, didn't stress or anything. So yeah, definitely happy, and want to thank the Rockstar team for all the hard work they put in, and yeah, happy, and hope we can get the same start in the race, or podium or top 5 should be good.
Well, great job.